Homework pressure? No more. At Spring Library, we explain every topic in simple way. Join the learning family and score high every day.
Hi, everybody. So this is the second longest wavelength is the Paschen series in hydrogen. And this figure corresponds to what transition? So the wavelength of the Paschen series is given as okay, and we have 1/3 squared minus 1n squared. And this is going to be your final state, okay? And our initial state, okay? So that's your initial state, and that's the final. So here, the R is the Rydberg constant, okay? So this is your Rydberg constant. So Rydberg constant. And let me rewrite that C because that looks like an E. Constant, okay? And this N is going to be N equals 4, 5, 6, and so on. It's going to be higher than your 3, okay? So the wavelength of the photon is inversely proportional energy. So the minimum transition is corresponding to maximum wavelength transition. So that's the second longest wavelength, and we have the second longest wavelength. So we have, see how we have your 3 is your final state, okay? And so second longest wavelength transition in the fission series of hydrogen corresponds to the energy level. Looks like it corresponds to, from here, that, so we're looking up here. So we have initial here. Your first going to be about, it looks like your N is going to be to 5. And energy level N equals 5 to energy level N equals 3. So we have this N equals 3 and N equals, so it looks like this is what your missing N is going to look like here. And we have that 3 here because it needs to be higher than 3. And we have, and what we're looking at is the Paschen series, which is right here, okay? And let me go back. So we have that. And if we look here, trace it, we start here, and we know it's not going to be at this 4. You see how the next line is not at 4? So it's not at this mark. It's actually at this mark. So that mark is, you look, is 5. So it's going to be 5, okay? Just in case you're curious where I got the 5 from. And then, you know, your next line is gonna be, looks like 6, but for this one, it's gonna be to the 5, okay? Okay, guys, thank you.